Fast, live, local. This is Fox 12 Now.
Hello, everyone. This is Fox 12 Now. I'm Greg Nibbler. Thanks for joining us. We're live streaming here out of the Fox 12 Oregon newsroom, as we do every weekday, covering a wide range of topics here on this. So thanks for joining us. I appreciate it. Something we are going to be talking about right now is something that you can actually go do tonight if you are here in Portland, and that is a MonsterBox comedy show celebrating the life and laughter of Raishawn Wickwire. Raishawn is no longer with us. She passed away last year, but she made a huge mark on the world of comedy in Portland and beyond, both with producing, but also just her friendships and her personality. If you ever knew her, you know what I'm talking about. And so this is going to be a night celebrating her, and we're going to talk to one of the guests who is going to be there. Oh, nope, that was it. No, I just hit the wrong button. Okay, there we go. I just had to make it even more special to bring you on here. Ify, It is so good to have you here on the show.
Oh, thanks for having me. It's super fun to be here. Albeit, some sad means, but you said it best. Raishawn was amazing, just a light, super funny, never took anything serious. I think some people were like, "Oh, you're doing a tribute by a comedy show." I was like, "I promise you, this is exactly what she would have wanted. She would be so mad if we tried to do something somber. She wanted us to go crack jokes, make fun of her for missing her own shows, things like that."
Exactly, 100%. Yeah. She would be very mad if somebody wasn't making some jokes. So, and that's what bringing everybody together like this too. So this show itself, I mean, it's you and it's a whole bunch of other comedians that all, knew her, but are all comedians in this world as well. So what's it like getting together with this group?
Oh, I mean, it's super fun. And it's like some of the people that I hit up first when this all went down. I mean, it was so funny because I was out here in LA. I missed a fest, and Curtis Cook was at the fest I was going to be at. And he was like, "You're lucky because I'm out here sobbing in the club and people don't know why." It's like, to come together and like get to just kind of just cathartically make jokes and do something that she would have loved, I think really feels good and feels right as well.
Yeah, I mean, it's a perfect night for that. And, just in general too, for you, out doing stand-up, I mean, I'm always curious just about the life of doing this, of traveling from city to city. So you get in, I don't know when you got into Portland, but, do you get in and do you have time to like go around a city, or is it pretty much show up, get ready, and go perform?
Oh, yeah. I always find time to get there early so I can go around, get the city. When I was headlining, it's always because, you want to have, jokes to go. And so last time I was down here and I was headlining, I went snowboarding and I went to Bachelor up in Bend. And so by the time I got back from Bend, I learned that that's a city that loves to stick to a bit. No city needs that many roundabouts. It was a bad time. Also, I had Sonics and was going in a circle, so I was like swirling up my lactose intolerance. So you get that experience and you take it to the stage, and it's funny because everyone knew exactly what I was talking about.
Everybody's had that same experience. Well, when you come to Portland, what are some of the things? Now I'm curious. What are some of the things that you notice that you would bring up?
The first things I notice every time I come to Portland is Subarus and polyamory. But outside of that, I definitely like, yeah. Taco Vor is like, if I can give them a shout out, definitely give me some free tacos. That's like my first stop. It's delicious. It's great. Then Deadstock, my buddy Ian Williams, who owns that spot, got to go there, get me like a Nike guest pass so I can then go to the Nike employee store and get some new kicks. It's a 3-point plan.
There it is. Yeah, drop them all. I talked to Ian a long time ago. Yeah, he's amazing. Yeah. So there we go. There's your shout outs for all of that. For this show too, obviously you do stand up, but people also know you from so many other things as well, including actually. And I'm wondering, when you go out, what do you get recognized from the most?
Oh yeah, it's definitely actually, and you know, there's something like a curse to have a show where people are so excited to correct you. Like I can't mess up. I have to say everything right the first time, or I know what I'm gonna hear. I've heard it on dates at this point, so like it's really ramping up to a fever pitch.
That's funny. Well, I mean, it's obviously such a huge hit. And for anybody out there who doesn't know, could you just explain what the show is?
Yes. So Actually is a trivia game show, comedy show where three contestants sit on a couch and I read a stack of incorrect statements and they have to buzz in and say, I'm actually, if they forget to say, I'm actually, someone can still steal the answer and then get the point from them. And then after that, we usually talk about the nerdy thing and then keep going on. I've been making a lot of people mad lately. Like people got mad about the sashay away. There was a statement where I said sashaying away, and I said that it is the motion of moving. People said it's a whole event, and then we went into grammatical discussions. Look, words mean things, and if you're watching it and you disagree with me, guess what? You're still wrong.
It feels like ultimately, to be right, to be correct is really, really a fine thread to, fine thing to needle there.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I mean,
it's hard.
Yeah, I think I would be wrong on every one. Well, along those lines, one of my coworkers did come up with something to ask you, a couple of things.
Okay.
I wondered if we could try this out.
Let's do it.
All right. So this is from, I'm going to give full credit to, this is Michael Ober, one of our photographers. In Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy film series, actor Vin Diesel voices the tree-like alien named Groot. Appearing in 6 different MCU films and a few Disney Plus series, Diesel has recorded hundreds of lines of dialogue for the character, with every one of them being a variation of the phrase, I am Groot.
Okay, because sometimes, see, now I'm doing what some people do because I want to say it isn't always I am Groot because he says soy Groot when he does it in Spanish. But
Go ahead.
no, but yeah, go for it. What was it? What was
Okay, he said, is the actually in Guardians of the Galaxy 3, the audience finally understands Groot well enough to hear him say, I love you guys. I think it's at the very end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, that's a good one. That is one I would put in the show because you need that like level of something you might just forget. It can't just be
Right.
flat out wrong. It's like, no, it's 99% right and
Yeah.
1% wrong. So
One tiny little bit wrong.
yes, so let him know that was a great one.
Okay, that was a good one. He does have one more, but I don't know if you
Okay,
want to.
let's go.
Okay, we'll do one more, and then I'll stop. Okay, in the original trilogy of Star Wars films, all directed by George Lucas, the iconic villain Darth Vader was famously voiced by James Earl Jones, but there was a different actor, David Prowse, inside the suit. A third actor, Sebastian Shaw, played Vader at the end of Return of the Jedi when Luke finally takes off his father's mask.
Ooh. I'm going to say actually Luke doesn't take off his father's mask.
It was actually George Lucas directed the original Star Wars. He is not credited as the director for Empire Strikes Back or Return of the Jedi.
Really? Okay. All right. Those are good ones. And you chose my 2 weaknesses, Star Wars and the only reason my weakness was the last one is I actually haven't seen the third Guardians of the Galaxy yet. So that's
see. Yeah.
Yeah. But no, that's the beauty of it is I'm usually good at kind of like narrowing down what would be the wrong thing. So, I mean, stumping me on that point is a feat in itself because I didn't know, before I was hosting the show, I was the most winningest champion. So whoever that may be now, it doesn't matter because I'm out of the contention. But, back then, I didn't know everything. I was just really good at like finding the wrong thing and then getting that corrected. But like, yeah, those were really well written and it was hidden.
Nice. Well, Ify, tonight people can see you at the MonsterBox Comedy Showcase. It's going to be an amazing show. And on top of that, how can they follow along with everything else that you're doing?
Oh yeah, definitely Ify Nwadiwe on all the socials, Ify Comedy on Blue Sky. But definitely Dropout TV. It's worth the $7. It's a good time. There's Dimension 20, which is currently touring right now. Make some noise. We're actually getting ready to shoot the next season of and we got some new shows getting ready to be announced soon. So I'm gonna just go ahead and plant that seed that there are some new shows that are about to get announced that I'm real excited about. We got some goofs ahead.
There you go. Something for everybody to look forward to. Well, dude, thank you so much for having some time to talk to us today. I really appreciate you joining here.
Yes, of course. I'm happy to do it. It was great talking with y'all.
Awesome. All right, and for everybody watching, this is Fox 12 Now. We're going to take a break, and if there's breaking news between now and 4 p.m., I'll be back right here. But thanks for joining us again. I'm Greg Nibbler. This is Fox 12 Now. Thanks to Ify.